Over in the NBA, two teams are one win away from heading to the conference finals. The Nuggets and Sixers now have a 3-2 lead in the series. So let's talk about these teams and get a preview of the Warriors-Lakers matchup as well with Coach Mark Molina.
Magandang ngiti ni Coach Mark.
Before we go to the Sixers series, Coach, let's talk about the Nuggets versus Suns. I mean, this Nuggets team, after losing two straight, nanalo sila for Game 5 to get the 3-2 lead. I mean, the bench was amazing. Lumalabas na yung depth ng Nuggets. Coach, is that their biggest strength for this series?
Before you answer that question, the last time we were here, the first question was, is this series over? Remember 2-0? Hindi niya sinagot.
Right.
Hindi, kaya alam niya eh. Kaya that's why he's back here. But anyway, is the bench the secret as Diego was asking?
For sure. I mean, Coach Monty Williams went to his bench in the two games in Phoenix, and they delivered.
Yeah.
Right.
Shamet was fantastic
right.
in Game 4. And guys like Warren and Ross, they also contributed because they didn't play in Games 1 and 2.
Right.
But role players usually have a harder time contributing on the road. And this happened. We saw it today. Shamet, I don't think he scored. I think 1 point,
points,
right,
or something like that. Yeah.
After a career game in game number 4.
Got into it with Jamal Murray a little bit. Might have affected him too.
That's right. And
Jamal.
then so Game 5 comes, and guess who produced it? It's Bruce Brown who
25
took
points
over today
off
with
the
the
bench.
25 points. Of course, Jokic is there. He is the constant. He has dominated this series, and in fact, all 5 games, even the 2 losses, he has played well. And Denver has stayed with Phoenix in all of those games. Now, Phoenix, the only way they can push this into Game 7 and possibly win Game 7 is they need to provide help to the two guys, Durant and Booker. These two, I think, hands down already the best duo in the NBA. But it's 5-on-5.
Oh, hindi pwedeng, hindi pwedeng your turn, my turn basketball ang mangyayari. Yeah, Jokic, over 300 points and over 100 assists already in the series.
Amazing.
Incredible. Okay, before we move on to your favorite topic, will this be a 7-game series, do you think?
I think Phoenix has enough to extend this to 7 games. Now, if they can win a 7th game, it will take a monumental performance from Durant and Booker to win a Game 7 again.
Well, actually, Coach, you mentioned na the Suns will have a chance if Durant and Booker, go crazy, combine for 60 points. That's what they did in the wins.
They did that.
Now, Game 7 is something you don't want for the Sixers Celtics. You want this to be over in the next game. But what are they doing right, especially on the road for the Sixers in this Celtics series?
If you look at the 5 games of this series, the team that has the better start has won this game because the one who takes an early lead takes control of the momentum of the game, and that's very important with this series because the Sixers cannot match the pace of the Celtics.
Right.
When they're moving the ball, they're hitting threes, their transition is terrific. The Sixers, if there's a weakness in their defense, it's their transition defense. But when they are leading, when they're able to slow it down a bit, and when they're able to get it to the 2-man game, Embiid, Harden, and that's the score of the games today, I think Celtics only scored like 101, 103 points. It becomes to the advantage of the Sixers. So it's really a matter of pace between these two teams. One team wants to play super fast, the other one wants to slow it down and get it to the MVP.
Right.
So in Game 5, the Sixers were able to do it. They need to do that again in Philly. This is absolutely not a sure thing for the Sixers because the Celtics, when they make their outside shots, they are the best team in the NBA.
By the way, that's what the Boston Celtics did last year. They won on the road against Milwaukee in Game 6 to take it to Game 7 back in Boston to win that series.
And Coach, you mentioned the James Harden and Joel Embiid duo. It's been working for them. I mean, they've been, giving each other the ball, giving each other the possessions, and it's been working. James Harden, 2 clutch shots in this series. What has been working for the both of them individually?
Yeah, I can't believe we got 2 games from James Harden from your boy.
But the
2 40-point games.
Suddenly, the clutch genes of James Harden is, I don't know where it came from now, but it's a blessing really for the Sixers. But if you look at from a talent perspective, I mean, these two guys, that when they do that pick and roll, maybe nothing better in the league as far as doing that high pick and roll. How do you defend it? But of course, you can't do it the whole game long because these two guys, especially Embiid, coming from an injury, he was fatigued in that game towards the end of Game 4. But Harden was able to to save them. And Harden, he cannot do it every game.
Yeah,
Right.
He has
exactly.
like up and down games
Exactly.
in this season. But he's won 2 games already.
So, okay na. Quota na.
Quota na. And Maxi, to me,
Maxi was big
was the
today.
key. He has struggled against the Celtics not just this series, but all season long.
Right.
But when Maxi is on, the Sixers have a totally different
Changes
dimension.
everything, right.
Tuwang-tuwa ka
They can
talaga,
play
Coach.
fast. And when his 3 is there, then yes, they can win the NBA championship if Maxi is like that.
And that's the reason why I'm not going to ask you anymore about the Game 7, because we all know what you're going to answer. Lakers and Warriors, are you surprised that this is a 3-1 series right now? And what are your thoughts on the game tomorrow?
I'm not surprised because the Lakers are the
And
better.
please do not consider what our staff is saying here in the studio. Ha? Just your own opinion.
They're the better defensive team.
Okay.
They're far more the superior defensive team. They did it all throughout the year. The Warriors, we saw the inconsistencies. They're good at home. They're bad on the road. Their defense suffers on the road. I don't know why. And the Lakers have really put a stranglehold in the series because of their defense, number one, and the depth of their bench as well.
Right.
I mean, Steph Curry had the monster triple-double in Game 4, but it wasn't
Still
enough.
not enough.
I mean, on the side of the Lakers, AD does not have to do anything like that. Even LeBron. And then you get help from somebody who didn't play much this playoff.
Skywalker.
In Lonnie Walker. So it's really the bench depth and the defensive presence of AD that really has changed this game.
Well, amazing. AD actually guarded Steph in those last 2 attempts of Steph and got the stop and got the win. And coach, for the Warriors naman, what would it take for them to, make this a series, make it an exciting one, coach?
And will there be a Game 7?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Klay Thompson will score more than 9 points for
Yep.
them. That's definitely the missing link. Jordan Poole, I think Steve Kerr has given up on Poole the way
0 points.
it happened in that last game. So it has to be Klay. They got contributions from Wiggins and Peyton, but there was nothing from Klay in game number 4.
Right.
I think the Warriors take this to game 6.
Okay.
They're too proud a team to lose at home. An elimination
Right,
game
right,
at home.
right.
Curry and Klay and Draymond, they've won so many championships.
Right.
They should take this to game 6, but maybe up to game 6 only.
Okay, up to Game 6. So that answers the last question. No Game 7, Game 6. And on that note, our director saying, let's finish this conversation. He likes it to end in Game 6. Pwede na raw.